Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. Many of us hear the phrase or the wording halawatul iman, or the sweetness of faith. But how many of us actually understand what this phrase means? Let me mention a hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in the hadith of Anas ibn Malik radiyallahu an, in which the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that there are three matters, if they are present in an individual, that they will taste halawatul iman. Allahu Akbar. The first of those is that Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam are more beloved to him than anything else. And secondly, that he loves his brother, and he only loves them for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, i.e. for no worldly reason. And thirdly, that an individual whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved from disbelief, guided them to Islam, that they would hate to return to that state of disbelief, just as they would hate to be thrown into the hellfire. What do we benefit from this beautiful hadith, brothers and sisters? Some very, very beautiful points. When we talk about the sweetness of Iman, we are talking about that at-ta'at, that worship to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, becomes beloved to that individual, that they feel happy and they feel a desire and strength to follow the commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That when they have a love for their brother, they love them for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is not because of any money, it is not because of any position, it is not because of anything else, only that both of them, they recognize and know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and following the Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is more beloved to them than anything else. And a person recognizing the ni'mah, the blessing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has guided them to al-Islam. This is the biggest ni'mah that can be given to any one individual. Allahu Akbar. Once a person recognizes these blessings, brothers and sisters, inshaAllah ta'ala, just as Allah tells us that when verses are recited to them, زَادَتْهُمْ إِيمَانًا, that the iman is strengthened and it is raised. And just as Hanzala radiyallahu anhu, when he was in the presence of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that his iman would feel strengthened about hearing the verses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Allah Jalla wa ala to increase us in iman. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.